#1 consumer of supplement irrigation at the peak 3 months of the year, June, July, and August, the 3 hottest months of the year, is what? Who's blamed? It's turf grass. 40 to 60% of water out there in the landscape is turf grass and landscapes. But again, is it because they're wasteful plants and grasses that we're planting? No, most of the time it's us not irrigating correctly or properly, and we'll talk about some of that today. Milberger's Nursery and Landscape has a wonderful display out there in the access road. Stay off the road, please. There's traffic out there. So if you want to see some of these types of turf grasses, they also are very nice to bring some pieces of grass, and they are one of the biggest vendors. You see the young fellow over here on the forklift is loading sod with the trailers and pickups coming in. They also do delivery and installation as well, right, Charles?
Well, not only with a landscape installation. But we do have a list of vendors that we will share.
Okay.
They don't work for Milberger, but as long as we have positive feedback, they stay on the list.
So if it gets to a point, so y'all can look at the different types of turf grasses here out front. I tell sometimes people that are coming from the north down here, what we grow down here is warm season turf grasses. It's a way different flavor of grasses that we grow here. So I tell people, don't look at it, touch it, take off your shoes, your sandals, and walk on some of these grass and look at the coarseness and the textures and things like that. So the main warm season turf grasses that we grow here, the coarsest blade of all of them is St. Augustine. Okay, St. Augustine. Texas A&M University Extension Service and our major water purveyor, San Antonio Water Systems. And if you go to saws.org on the conservation side, we did a study a few years back of the efficiencies and drought recovery of turf grasses. And it costs about $250,000, but it's research. That's what the land grant does and what the Extension Service does. The research is behind it. When you do research, you always kind of have, what do you think won't happen? And then you put your variables and you do your science behind it. We were saying, and Dr. Jerry Parsons and myself have been promoting Floratam St. Augustine for many, many years. The only problem with Floratam St. Augustine is they put Florida University before Texas A&M. But it's all good, okay? This is the only St. Augustine selection that made this 3-month drought recovery test. That means it recovered when the water was